Have you ever seen a video of a marble rolling down a ramp, knocking into dominoes, which tips over a toy car, which eventually pops a balloon or flicks a light switch? This kind of chain reaction machine is called a Rube Goldberg machine, named after the American cartoonist who drew funny and overly complicated inventions in the early 1900s. A Rube Goldberg machine takes a very simple task, like turning on a light or watering a plant, and makes it happen through an unnecessarily complex series of steps. At first, these machines might seem silly, but they're actually excellent demonstrations of how systems work. Each part of the machine transfers energy to the next, and one small movement sets off a chain reaction. A ball rolling down a ramp shows the principle of an inclined plane. A seesawing board is really a lever in action. A weight falling to lift another part is using the power of gravity. Even though each step is simple, when you connect them together, you create a much larger interconnected system. This kind of design shows us the relationship between input and output forces, as well as the idea of efficiency. In science, efficiency means how much of the input energy is successfully transferred into useful work. A Rube Goldberg machine is intentionally inefficient. Energy gets lost as sound, heat, or friction at each stage. But that's also what makes it fascinating. It helps us see how energy is transferred, transformed, and sometimes wasted. Rube Goldberg machines aren't just cartoons or classroom projects either. Engineers sometimes design chain reactions to test how systems interact or to visualize energy transfer. They also appear in movies and commercials to grab attention and entertain viewers. At their core, they show how creativity and science can come together to make learning fun and memorable. So here's your challenge. You're going to design and build your own Rube Goldberg machine. Your machine should perform a very simple task, such as popping a balloon, turning on a light switch, knocking a cup off a table, or ringing a bell. The trick is that it must take at least 6 steps to complete the task, with each step triggering the next in a chain reaction. To complete this project, you'll need to do the following. First, choose the simple task your machine will perform in the end. Next, brainstorm a series of steps that will lead to this outcome. Think about how you can include at least 3 simple machines, like levers, pulleys, or inclined planes, in your design. Then, sketch your design carefully, showing how each part connects to the next. Use arrows and labels to make the energy transfer clear. After that, add notes explaining where inefficiency might occur. For example, where friction, sound, or heat might cause energy to be lost. Finally, make your diagram colorful, creative, and detailed enough that someone else could follow the chain reaction from beginning to end. When it's all done, you'll actually build your machine and see if it works. Keep this in mind when designing your plan, and don't choose anything unrealistic. Your teacher may get you to design the machine in class, so you can test it out together, or you may be asked to do it at home and to record a video of it working or failing. By the end of this project, you'll understand how energy can be transferred in different ways and why efficiency matters. Your design will prove that even the simplest task can become an exciting challenge when you connect science with imagination.